Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dream Stream. This is a special day, and I will tell you why soon. This is Yiskah Koock,
And I'm Ellen Ronis.
and today is Ellen Ronis's birthday. But she throws us in. She throws us in.
I suppose you in on my very busy day of doing pretty much nothing, but
But you're doing nothing
exactly
with
what I wanted to do.
style, panache. You're doing
I
nothing
am.
with
I got a little dressed up. I got this new shirt that I
you
love.
look gorgeous.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, I really like
I love it.
Nice. I like the swoop neckline, you
Little
know,
scoop It's like not a shirt I can wear in my normal life because I'm a massage therapist, so I can't be,
really bending on.
yeah,
Think of
hanging out in my clothes
would be helpful.
or having things fall over my
That's
shoulder.
the
Like,
birthday shirt. No mixed messages here.
no
No
message.
ideas of
No,
thought.
absolutely.
So, well, I have three short dreams. And
Okay.
I could just say, right, because what I'm hoping to do is them three in a row and then we can explore them.
Sure, we can explore them almost like it sounds like I'm just getting the hit that it sounds like they might all be one. They might
I
all be
feel
part.
that they might
Yeah.
be. They're all
Okay.
the same length.
Okay. Great. Fantastic.
So I'm gonna just start by the three titles, so you
Okay.
kind of have like um anticipation for what's to come.
Okay.
Title one of the dream, first dream is Afghans, plural. Two is jean shorts, and three is Jerry Garcia. Okay,
Again with the Jerry Garcia.
hi, he's my guy. He sits on my council of elders or like deceased elders, whomever, wise, deceased.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. He has a
so
significant meaning for you.
first team is Afghans. So I have a beautiful, I mean, I only am calling it Afghan for want of anything else to call it. It's not with the regular Afghan pattern of like I assume that's a pattern done in Afghanistan or whatever. And it's, I actually don't know. The reason we call Afghans Afghans. And
I do.
what if a blanket doesn't have that pattern, but it's still a knit blanket? So that's
Mhm.
what I'm calling Afghan.
Okay.
Um, now,
Looking up yeah, because I
if
can't help
someone
myself.
has the history of this, please let us know. So I sleep with one on my bed. It's a big, and these are colors I chose when I was like a teenager. And if I was doing it today, I would not choose these colors. But so it's dark blue, light blue, and yellow. Ah,
My
then
most
I mean,
favorite colors.
sea green, maroon. It's not the colors I would choose today.
Purple.
So right, not even purple. What was I thinking? So it's what, and I have a bed cane next to my under my bed and attached to it, so I can pull myself out of bed or into bed more easily. And I have to put the big Afghan blanket over the bed cane, and then that makes a lovely little hammock in between my body and the bed cane on the bed from my big black cat, Puma. So he's my little spoon.
This is a dream, or you're just saying this is
No,
like a
I'm not
reality?
through the dream
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
I'm doing it backwards.
That's okay. Do it however you want to
Okay.
do it. I'm not into the rules.
I'm
We'll
just
figure
talking about the nighttime
okay
situation.
how things
So,
are. Yeah.
okay, so that was just an aside. So the dream is I think I go to my sister's house. I must be at her house, but I think it's actually her previous house. She's recently moved. I think it was her previous house. And I see she has two or three of the exact same Afghan blanket. And I am confused because she got one also, and I'll tell you the origin of ours after. But she chose awful colors too. She chose peach, white, and black.
It's very particular, those colors. I mean, all of them.
We didn't have any guidance. I think we just didn't have any guidance. Although my mom was a painter, she encouraged us to just choose whatever. So that's the first dream. And again, we'll talk about all three later. And I'm sorry for that big lead in about scan blankets, but it will be meaningful later. So
Here's,
in the second dream,
here's
I'm
what an
wearing,
Afghan looks like. Just
oh, hold it up higher. Oh no,
right.
there's a picture.
These are Afghans.
And I wondered, is it the pattern that makes it an Afghan? Oh no, oh okay, forget
Not
it.
necessarily. I think it's,
Mine
I
is
don't know
totally
if
an
it's just
Afghan.
like the knit
Yeah,
blanket or
exactly.
a shawl, usually knit. Yeah, knitted or
Yeah. All
crocheted.
right, all
Just the
right.
throw. It doesn't have any. Yeah,
I wasn't sure. Thank
no, no.
you.
Yeah, sorry. That's just, I have to do that. That's my
I
general.
like it. Dream, Robert Moss always says, dreams give us homework,
Yeah.
you know?
Look
So,
up Afghan. Okay, continue.
so dream number two, I'm wearing my little jean shorts and I am thinking, oh, I need to find my jean shorts for this summer. And I open my drawer, bottom drawer, and I think I find like a bigger pair of jean shorts than the ones I'm wearing. And I'm like, oh, and I'm thinking, or maybe there's, I think, two other pairs of jean shorts. And I'm thinking, maybe I need the bigger ones now. It was just, that was it. It was just jean shorts. I'm wearing jean shorts, and then there's like two other pairs of jean shorts. And that was one thing. And then the third dream is again my sister. Like she's with me right now, I guess. You know, she's really alive in my dreams, and she's alive in real life, in waking life. I'm at her house, and there's a small gathering. It feels a little bit similar to when, remember I told you the dream last time about like a networking party. It wasn't that many people, but it was
Hmm.
like a smaller group, and probably we had some alcohol. And then I opened the door and I walked in, and there's like 4 or 5 people, and there's Jerry Garcia. And I'm like, what? And I said, quickly go to this like half circle of people. And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, and I'm in that moment, I just want to go hug him. And then I'm like, and then he disappears, like, like nothing, nothing dramatic except that he's not there anymore, you know. And then I was like, oh, I really wanted to thank him. And so those are the three dreams.
Okay. So I have some questions.
Yes.
Um, what did you want to thank him for? Do you have any idea?
Oh, a lifetime of,
His music and
and his,
the whole
I
thing. Yeah.
just love him. We used to call him Papa Bear.
Hmm.
Jerry was like everybody's dad.
Yeah.
Jerry was Papa. He was even granddad. And not that I'm young enough to be his grandchild, but that feeling,
Hmm.
and so talented. And
Hmm.
he's such a tortured life. I mean, he couldn't go anywhere without being recognized. He couldn't go anywhere. And first, of course, in Marin, California, or like around there, of course, you get recognition. But anywhere, and I don't know if it's in the world, but in the country,
Hmm.
most places where they would be, he could never go out. And so he turned to heroin, and then he got clean. And then again, it's like, what do? You can't do anything. You'll be
Hmm.
recognized. There's no,
Hmm.
it's, it's,
Hmm.
it's like a burden. It was a burden. He was burdened by this. And then he died of an overdose.
Oh, I didn't know. I actually didn't know that about
Mhm.
him. Oh, that's sad. Yeah.
Mhm. So
Hmm.
I want to thank him for
Yeah.
his
So
like
you,
in the scene that they
yeah.
created, and so much.
And it's funny when I'm putting together in my mind all the things like an Afghan blanket, sort of, it could be like a sort of a hippie thing. I mean, not
Okay.
necessarily, but I just, and jean shorts just reminds me of like that hippie time where jean shorts and like those little I don't know, what
Oh,
were they? Little peasant shirts, like,
yeah, yeah.
you know,
And beads.
right. The, what do we call them? Chukka? No,
Um,
puka shells. I don't know. Remember
Cookie
that?
shell, I like that.
Yeah.
I've never heard
Puka shells. Puka shell was like this, like, yeah. I'm
yeah.
a little older than you, so maybe I don't know. Anyway,
Okay. Okay.
um, it just, yeah. So if I just sort of scan out a little bit and
Yeah.
look at like just those little elements, each like the element of each thing, it feels like a period of time. It has a very like, it almost feels like 70s for me.
I think you're right. It feels like
Yeah,
'70s to
jean
me
shorts.
also. And
But
just
I'm
to say,
curious.
I was born in 1970. So
Oh
I
wow.
did dead shows until like my first show was in '87 when I was 7.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I don't know why. Yeah. Um, did jean shorts have any particular significance to you?
I
Like, what
was
is that?
thinking also like actually I
Did you
saw a
wear
friend
them a
yesterday.
lot?
I saw a friend who was wow, this lady, she was never heavy, but she was more voluptuous and really like a full figured. She's like what my friend Donna, who's from Jamaica, says. She's like a Coke bottle. Men in Jamaica like women who look like Coke bottles.
Uh-huh.
Well, I hope they don't all be with a Coke bottle. But but she came over and she looked like a 17-year-old. She's like in her 40s. She had on jean shorts, she had on like a crop top, and I don't know what else. Couldn't see beyond that. It was like,
Yeah, that.
wow, gorgeous, voluptuous woman. And so skinny. She's lost so much weight. So
Mm,
she just reminds me of a younger her. Or
hmm
like I didn't know her when she was younger, but she looked like she probably looked younger,
hmm
you know? And I well
And
that's why
was she in the dream?
no, I just saw
No,
her
no, no.
yesterday. I'm just saying,
Oh,
because sometimes our dreams also can just be an indication of something that we're gonna someone's gonna
yes.
do tomorrow. Or like jean shorts. I haven't thought of jean shorts in I don't know how long. And she walks in wearing jean shorts.
Right. And
And,
in the dream, you're saying, maybe I should find mine.
and then I'm thinking maybe I need a bigger pair. And that's true, I might. And that's fine. I happen to be, 40 years older than I was then, or whatever.
Right.
So, but I did want to talk about the Afghan a little.
Yeah. Tell me
So,
that.
what it was is my mom, her sister, Nina, who's my aunt, and Nina's husband's sister, Ellen, who why is also my aunt, but in a more roundabout way. The three ladies knit squares. They all knit squares in the three colors and different
In waking life? In waking
patterns
life?
in waking life.
Okay.
They all knit squares. And then Aunt Nina combined all the squares. So it looks it has like a quilt look, like as
Mm,
if someone put fabric pieces all together. But this is knit. And so it's just very special to those
mm.
three women who made it. Just really special. Glad to have it.
And was in your dream, had they made the Afghan?
No, but
No.
well, in my dream, the knowledge that they had made it for me. And
So
then I
there,
was so
there was,
surprised.
you
I was
did
so,
feel like they had made it.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
In the dream, they had made it.
They had made it in the dream. And I was so surprised to see two of them in my sister's, like her, because I thought that they made this pattern especially for me. Oh, that's
Hmm.
interesting.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And then they made your sisters especially for her too? Because she have a very particular color and
Each white and black. I know.
or
Well,
somebody might like those colors.
I like the blanket. I may or may not like the colors, but I like the blanket. I don't
Hmm
see it anymore for colors. You know,
hmm
I don't have a color theme going in my room, but I do have that blanket.
Do you have that blanket in life, in
Yeah, I
waking
was
life?
just telling you about it with my
Oh
bed,
yeah,
and I have
right.
the
Oh
and so
yes,
Puma,
right. Of
because
course, yes.
otherwise Puma, I don't think he could fall through. Like the bed cane rises above my mattress a bit.
Yes. Yes, I see.
Big guy. I don't think he could fall through, but body could be squished there. He really likes the little hammock I make him.
Mhm.
Like waits for me to do that.
So what would you like to know from this dream? From this series of dreams?
Here's what I would like to know. So there's a Dead and Company show in June coming up. And I found someone who would go with me in Saratoga, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to go. I like Dead and Company so much, and they've let the music live on, and that's been so special, in general, and it's been special to me. And I've seen them a handful of times, Dead and Company, but it's not Jerry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to tell you something funny is my first Dead and Company show I went to at Saratoga. I think it was in the handicap seats. And I saw on the monitor or whatever, the big screen, it looked to me like there was a hologram of Jerry. I was like, that's the coolest thing. They're like paying tribute to Jerry. It's a hologram of Jerry. But then when I looked closer, it was actually Bob Weir, like today, with white hair and a white mustache and a white beard. He's got his Jerry on.
Yeah, got his Jerry on.
I'm gonna pause for 1 second, Ellen.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
So that's just that. Yeah. I guess I'm just trying to.
that's my question. I mean, I love Bob Weir. I love him. I love the songs. I love John Perry Barlow, who wrote the songs. I love the lyrics and the music. I love Mickey Hart, the drummer who still drums with them, and
Really.
Bob Kreutzmann, and I even love the new guys, Oteil, who plays bass, and all of them, and I I love them as a band, but I'm not going out to bands these much. I might go to a band if I was going with a friend and we had a plan. I would love to do that. Actually, not Carl, Carlos Santana is playing in New Jersey soon. So I'm like, I want to go to that. So I kind of feel like I'm answering my own question as I speak.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
And
want to go
do
to
you think
this.
do you think that the dream is maybe just trying to process those
I
things?
think that is trying to process those things.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
you're
gosh.
wanting to
That's
thank him.
very wonderful. Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
Dream Life. This is
Hmm.
exactly what I needed. Because,
Hmm.
and I could be listening to Dead and Company on YouTube. There's so many great concerts from this tour. I haven't listened to once. It's like it's not what I want to do right now.
That's
I play
interesting.
that all the time.
I mean, that's really meaningful, right?
Yeah, what is?
Yeah. That what you just said, that you don't really want to listen to it anymore, like
Right,
that.
right. And I do listen to like Dead from the 70s or 80s, but I'm
Mhm.
more into that time. So
Mhm.
okay, I just figured it out.
Yeah, that's not where you're like, yeah, you want to just, it's like thanking Jerry, like you're
Oh,
my guy. Like you're the
oh
one.
my
It's
God.
like, I'm thank you for all that wonderful thing. And maybe like I'm moving on. Not that, like I don't
I
want to
need
see
a
the
bigger pair of shorts.
replica of you.
I need a
I need a bigger
bigger
pair.
pair
Yeah.
of shorts now.
I need shorts that fit me now. That doesn't
Yeah.
matter, I mean, in the dream they're bigger, but yeah, maybe bigger, like to fit more of
Oh,
you,
like
not
bigger, like,
physical body, but like
yeah,
fit
more than a physical
speaking,
body.
something new in you, right? Something new, something
Yes.
a little more, a little different.
Love it. Yes.
Yeah. And even the Afghan, it's like you have that Afghan and it reminds you of the lovely women in your life.
Yeah.
Um,
You can leave that open, Megan. Thanks, then. Yeah.
and but it's a different color. It's like a weird color somehow. It's like things are changing. Feels like things are shifting, right?
Oh, that's who I was
All
in high
together.
school, or like in my younger years. So those colors don't necessarily fit me anymore. I mean, I'm still who I am, I still have my blanket on my bed.
Right.
But the shorts don't fit, and
Yeah,
Jerry's
the
here, and
blanket's
he's
kind of the
like,
wrong color,
"Thank
and
you
Jerry's.
again," to like one last time before.
Mhm.
I just,
Mm,
I'm amazed at how we're looking at this right now.
mm.
I just want to cry.
Oh, and I love how that your sister's like she's kind of there throughout, and that's just I don't know what that is really for you, but I just find that very comforting.
Yeah,
Like she's the one consistent in a way.
yes.
She's still there. She's still your sister. There's like a
Oh,
good
I love
feeling
that.
between you, in the dream world.
Right, she's
And,
consistent.
and everything is
All of
changing, but
that.
she's still there.
Oh, I
Just,
love it.
yeah.
Oh, I can't say thank you enough. And
Mm,
listeners, as we always say, this is, if you got something out of this, and if you can feel that I got something very deep out of this is why we share dreams with our friends. Please
yeah.
dig into that well. It's so rich. You'll
Yeah.
gain so much from
We are so happy to like do that with you, listeners. We would like to do that with you if you would like to do that with us. Have you
oh,
on,
dreams,
have you
certainly.
on the show, or just have you on the show,
Yeah, we would.
and
We'd love to do.
we'll
Have you
get a
been wanting to call us? Because we've been wanting to talk to you.
yeah, send a message. I don't know. Yiskah's the
I
keeper
don't
of
know.
the
I mean,
podcast, so I don't know how to do that stuff.
I'm
But
assuming you can send a message through YouTube. You know,
send a message through YouTube.
and
Okay.
it's the Dream Stream podcast on YouTube.
Okay. Dreamstream podcast on YouTube.
Or
So
the
go to
Dream
that, and
Stream
underneath
podcast.
that, you'll send a message, and then we, get back to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Other
I would
than-
love,
yes, please.
yeah, I'd love to share. I don't really have a specific dream, but I'd like to share a little process
Okay.
that has to do with dreams. And so, today is my birthday, and birthdays are funny for me, and I know they are for other people too. But like, some people just love their birthday and just all about celebrating. And I've always been like contemplative and a little bit like for the week before, I get a little quiet and a little kind of internal in a, looking at my life and what's going on. And oftentimes I'm kind of a little sad because I don't feel like I'm where I want to be and that sort of thing. And this time I wasn't feeling like that. I was feeling pretty great. And then, last night, like the witching hour before my birthday, I started to go, woo,
Oh my God.
like, oh my God, what is going on in my life? And I'm alone.
Another evolution around the sun.
Yeah, like the whole thing. So I was proud of myself and my progress and growth. I really noticed my evolvement where I didn't sink into that, and I decided to go into my my trusty notebook here,
Oh,
and
can you show
I
that
went.
again? That's beautiful.
I know, isn't it a pretty one? My friend Dara gave this to me.
Yes,
She's
beautiful.
so good. She's the
Those
best
are
gift
my
giver.
colors.
Yes, right,
Not
exactly.
the blue,
Me
light
too. The
blue.
greens, purples. Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway, thank you, Dara, for this beautiful journal. She's the best gift giver ever, ever on the planet. She's so
Yeah.
good. Anyway, so I went back, like I started to write. I thought, well, let me just process a little bit. And I was like, oh, I couldn't stand myself. I couldn't stand what I was saying. It was like the same thing over and over. So I went back and looked at some old dreams. And I was like, oh, it was like real, like things that I had written but never really processed.
Oh,
And it was very wonderful. Like I actually saw things differently. I was like, oh, that's what that was about. And so
I love that. I love
yeah.
that. Once to reflect, I remember which dream teacher, either Dr. Stephen Larson or Jeremy Taylor, but one of them, I think it was Stephen Larson, that look at your dream journals every month, which I never did, but I always thought that was a great idea.
Mhm.
And then process your month of dreams, but I never did that.
That's a lot. That's a lot to process. All at once. Yeah. Anyway, and I just opened up to another one that I hadn't seen last night. But yeah, I guess I'm not necessarily going to share the dreams, but I just want to say that as like another, I don't know, technique or another way of exploring dreams is, do always write them down, even if you just remember a little snippet. And it doesn't even matter. You don't have to look at it right away, or just write it down. Sometimes it's it's churning in you whether you actually explore it or not. That's number one. Number two is looking back on them and sort of processing them like way later when you have like a totally different perspective and you're not like in it is pretty cool, pretty
It,
profound.
it
Um,
is.
and
And
it
I
was,
like that because, as I say, the Talmud says, nothing befalls a human that hasn't already happened in a dream. So I also like to look at them all again and try to, in that, not always just, not just in that perspective and not always in that perspective, but I like to see what in my life did that dream point to. You kind of can get a feeling for
yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly. Right. What's happened since? And I can, right, look back in retrospect and say, oh, that was maybe what that was about. Or
That was
um, just, yeah, just digging in a little deeper because um, what would I say, the emotionality or something isn't quite, it's not heightened. You know, when you're first in a dream and there's like, you have
yes,
a feeling and there's a sense and it's very emotional for me.
yeah.
Um, so, you know, without
You're
that
so
aspect,
in it.
yeah, you're so in it that it's really hard to kind of wrap your head around it. And you're also in your own head. So you're always going to look at things in the same way. But somehow taking like a few steps back with time, but and also energy, it's like, oh, that's, I can see what that is and what
I
that
love
was. Yeah, this is very, very interesting. And I'm really glad I did it. It was
you
good
for
perspective.
sharing that because
Yeah.
it's so essential. I'm not saying, I do believe with every fiber in my being, introspection is an important um, skill or process or whatever you want to call it. I think that, there are type A people, go, 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 get done, be ambitious, and that's great for what it is. But even though, and in a way, I feel like maybe my sister is that more of a type A person,
Hmm.
very competent, wow, and gets things done. But she's also introspective.
Uh-huh.
She is, and so that's something I wanted to offer to our listeners is that anyone can keep a journal. You don't have to be a tree hugger.
Oh, of course not. No,
Yes, but what's
sort
that?
of. Yeah. Yeah. Right, right. This
I
isn't
mean,
like me.
many people do, but I'm
This is
just
actually.
encouraging. If
Mhm,
one feels called to keep a journal, keep a journal.
mhm.
It'll help you process your
It just
life.
helps you process your life, yeah, and see where you are, and if you have questions and where you're gonna, it's great therapy, quite frankly,
It really is.
with the right people.
Yes.
A Yiskah and Ellen.
Yes. We offer dream therapy. Did I ever tell you? This will be funny. My phone number is one digit away from the phone number of this purple house we have downtown called the Awareness Shop.
I
And
know
it's
that place. I remember
the
it.
Awareness Shop. It's got crystals and psychic readings and witch stuff and many things like that. And a woman misstyled because I'm one digit off from them, which I didn't know. And she called me and she's like, I'd like to schedule a reading. And I'm like, would you like a dream reading? I can do dream work with you. And then she said, oh, I was trying to get to the awareness shop. So
Wouldn't
and
that have been cool? Like if
I'm
like
like
a happy
2 and they're 5 or vice versa. And that's like this, even the same number, but backwards. I,
mm,
I thought that was a cool thing.
that's very cool. And who knows what could come of that? Like it could be like a happy accident where somebody wants it like a psychic reading or crystal reading or whatever.
Well, that's what I was,
You're like, yeah, how about a
and
how
they
about,
turned it down.
you never know. Somebody might.
Never know. So,
Hmm,
yeah.
yeah,
Do you have any cards by you, like animal cards or tarot cards or anything?
by me
Oh,
right
you
now.
know what I have near me?
I got plenty of cards. You want me to go grab them? I'll go grab my cards. Something.
Okay, and I have something
I have
special.
so many. Oh my god, I have the best cards. Best.
Megan, thank you so much. See you next week. See you next week. So I have this
Oy,
this clay turtle
I
poster
love that. I love that
that
color.
a boyfriend's brother's girlfriend had made for me I don't know
Uh-huh.
if she made it for me. She gave to me. She made it and gave to me. And
Mhm.
many years ago, look at that turtle.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm a potter, right?
I
So
do know that.
I
So,
love
and
that.
I have angel cards inside. So
Oh,
you
awesome.
can pick a card, pick a birthday card,
I
birthday
mean,
girl.
I would like to do, yeah, like a birthday reading, but like it'll be for both of us. And these are my absolute amazingly most favorite.
Kuan Yin Oracle.
Backwards. I don't know. Does it come out backwards? It's the Kuan Yin Oracle
Is it
called Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. And these illustrations are just beyond absolutely
can you
gorgeous.
show a couple?
Yeah, let's see. I'll just pick one and then I'll show you.
Does this have to do with the I Ching at all?
No, they're just cards. They're just cards to
Okay.
channel, cards for answering questions, but they're really deep. It's really deep. And okay, I'm gonna ask. Should I ask? It's okay. It's good to do this, right? Um,
Pick different cards.
I'll
We're not
just say,
necessarily in the same place.
hmm.
Your birthday is special. It should be just for you. Just pick
Okay.
a card for you.
You know how it is. It's like a reading for me, yes, but we can all benefit.
We'll all get something from it. Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna just say, what? Well, I'll just ask a personal question. Well, no, I'll ask a question out loud. Um, um, how do I need to prepare for the creativity that will happen this year for me?
You're asking how to
That's a
prepare.
kind of a funny question.
That is.
Let's
Can
see
you
if I
make
can clarify.
a simpler statement?
Yeah, simpler. What do I need to know about my creativity? What do I need to know about my creativity as it
Perfect.
unfolds? I got grandmother dragonfly holds the wisdom.
Oh my God, Ellen. Wow, that's gorgeous.
Gorgeous. And so they're very like
Oh, two women.
ethereal. And so the readings are what's really like profound.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if I can
Say the authors so that
uh,
give credit where credit's due.
oh, well, the author, yes. Oh God. Well, these are out in the world, Kuan
Yeah,
Yin Oracle. Alana Fairchild
thank you.
there's her name,
Yeah.
Alana Fairchild. And boy, I love her. Okay, 39. Let me find this. Here we go. I take delight in life, particularly life that is unexpected, where new life springs from old, and that which seems to have ended is resurrected into new form. I'm bringing you a resurrection now. I'll take it.
Yeah.
That which may seem to have ended will yet yield something of value, something of benefit for your life journey and divine success. Keep your heart open and remain in the present moment so you can enjoy the gifts that will soon be resting in the palms of your hands. I love that. And there's a whole like another paragraph or two about guidance, like when you actually pull this card. But I won't do that because we're on the air. But trust me when I tell you, they're deep. It's deep.
Yeah,
Like
I'll go.
it's
Not
deeper than
today on your birthday, because I know you have lunch plans and other things.
yeah.
But I would love for you to pull some cards for me another time.
Okay, I will do
But
that.
I did pull two angel cards.
Okay.
I will see them. Oh my God. See, how are these? Okay. So the first one is
Power.
power.
Mm.
And the second one is
Play. Oh my gosh, I love it. That's
so
like a
I
theme for
love
me.
play. I got power when I picked up a card, and I got power when I first moved into this place. And I was like, I don't feel that comfortable with that word. So
Uh-huh.
I think I need to think about power in a different way. What does power mean, Alan?
Yeah. Power to me. Oh, when I think of
Power play.
I
Oh
yeah,
no.
no, I don't like those
I don't
combinations.
like
So
play power. Play
power to me
power.
is power to me is something that's internal. It's like a grounded feeling of like I am in myself. It's
Okay,
not
and
like I have
again, I
power
like it.
over. Yeah, it's not about power over or I'm
Okay,
so powerful. It's not an ego thing. It's like
awesome.
stand in my authority of myself.
I
That's,
love it. Thank
yeah,
you. Yes, I accept. And
yeah.
play.
Play is play.
Play
Didn't it?
is play. I
We
love
had
that.
talked earlier about last time, I believe we talked about pleasure and joy and trying to find more
Yes,
enjoyment and pleasure in life, and what does that
yes.
even mean, and
Oh,
what
and
is
that's still, yeah, that's still,
so that's a theme.
that's
That's
a
a theme for us, both of us, I think. So I like it.
So, well, I wish you the happiest birthday, my friend. And also pay attention to your dreams tonight.
I will.
Good night.
Thank
And
you so
um,
much.
I hope you have fun. What did I called it? An extravaganza. And you said hardly.
Yeah, hardly. A genteel ladies who
Are
lunch.
you not like having a drink fueled costume party?
It will be drink fueled, but not probably not costumes, but there will be cocktails.
Yeah, sounds lovely. And as are you. And I wish you the happiest birthday.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Thank you, listeners.
So listeners, pull the mood,